Yeah. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with my friend Loren from Rainbow Art Farms. I'm excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I love your art so much, and you use all different kinds of materials in your creative practice. But before we dive into that, I'm curious, what inspired the name Creative Art or Rainbow Art Farms?
The name Rainbow Art Farms came from just how I wanted to present my art and present the vision of my family and our neighborhood, and that is, one of love and hope and using art to help other people and myself remember that, art is a way to express ourselves and an expression of joy and love and hope, and it's been given to us for all those reasons.
I love that. So in this creative practice, you use a lot, like I said, I use a lot of different materials, but you use a lot of flowers.
Yes.
Do you grow those flowers?
I do. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And was there an inspiration behind the botanical part?
Just my natural love of all things outdoors.
All things outdoors.
Yeah, I've always been into gardening ever since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have always been drawn to the earth that way. And I really wanted a way to incorporate the beauty of flowers like in a way that would last, especially throughout the winter months, because I get sad and, it's so dreary. And
yeah, I can relate to that.
So
I love that you create a lot of things with flowers. And then your husband, who CeeLo got to interview, Isaac, he creates a lot of like wire trees, and it does create this like very natural and farm-esque energy to it. So when you go into your creative practice, you often create a lot of jewelry, but you also have like paintings and art that you love to create too.
Yeah, I've done paintings with acrylic, watercolors. I paint wood flowers. I collage. I don't know. I just have a lot of different outlets.
I can relate to that as well, because like doing one thing over and over and over, it does get boring. And then it becomes like, I feel like a machine with a job that isn't necessarily as exciting as being able to bounce through different creative practices. So you seem to not feel the need to niche down at all. You kind of just explore what your heart is called to at that time.
Yeah, yes and no. I have found that, from a business standpoint, like jewelry is definitely a good area to focus on. And I do find it very fulfilling too. I really like, because you're working with a small piece, so it's finished sooner.
I get
you
that.
get more satisfaction.
Yes, totally understand
that. You feel more accomplished, and you can make a lot of them. Even if they're totally different, each one is different, you can still make a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I like that with jewelry.
I love that too, because I mean, I've always, as a visual artist that paints, that also makes jewelry, I've found that people only have so much wall space, but you can never have too much jewelry. And if someone says they have too much jewelry, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. So what would be a piece of advice that you would offer other inspired creatives that may be afraid to step into the path of being a full-time creator?
Don't let fear get in the way. It's okay to have that fear. That's a natural fear of like, how will I do this? Will it be successful? Do I even know enough to, succeed? But success is not measurable by how much you're making or how well your sales are. I think the level of your success is really the people who enjoy your work and feeling like you're contributing positively to people's lives. At least for me, like that's always important. And whatever I'm doing, I have to feel like just making some kind of positive impact, you know, even if it's teeny tiny, like even if it's a little reminder, like,
What's it say today?
This one says every day you choose.
Every day you choose.
Yeah, this one, I
love that. I got a pair that recently said always shine or something along the lines of that. They literally have my name on them. That being said, you have a desire to inspire, but you're not only a creator, you're a mom. And what does that play a part in your creative journey?
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh,
it's okay.
It's okay. Part of it. It's part of it.
I don't really need these.
It's okay. Here, folks.
It's I don't even remember what you asked me, to be honest.
What impact being a mom has in your creativity? I'm sure it's both inspiring but sometimes hard.
Oh, both, yeah, very much. It's, I think, part of why I create and why I do my art is not just for me, it's for them too. And I really love the fact that they get to be involved with us. You know, we're both, me and Isaac are constantly, you know, doing something, creating something. River, our middle-aged child, she'll say sometimes, she'll come up to us and be like, Mom, Dad, I'm an artist. Like, we're an arty-farty family.
Your whole squad is, and I love it.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm like, oh.
And your oldest is making jewelry,
She
too.
is, yeah. She makes jewelry and keychains, and you know, for now we're homeschooling, so she's been able to just be really immersed and learn a lot about not just creating, but also like the business world. And her, not just her, but all three of the kids, their ability to communicate with adults and other human beings like far surpasses my ability.
Oh, that means you've done well. You've done so well.
I guess so. But yeah, I'm constantly in awe of them.
Yeah, and I love seeing that your whole family comes as a unit to different events, different vendor events, different journeys and experiences we've had together through the last couple of years. And it's beautiful to see a mom and a dad include their children in the journey. And I love that you shared that they're a big part of why you do what you do in the creative world, because a lot of why I do what I do is also inspired by my mom. She passed away when she was 32, which I just turned 32 this year, which is like mind-blowing to me. And she was an artist, but she didn't get to create. She put herself through multiple jobs to the point that like by the time she got home, she didn't have the ability to follow her creative path. So I always say that the reason that I go as hard as I do, both creatively and like sharing other stories, is because I want her story to be shared, but I also want the ability to create and do things that she didn't get to. So watching you teach your children how powerful it is to follow your dreams is such an inspiring thing. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
So that being said, other than your children and your family, who are beautiful inspirations, is there anyone specific you'd like to give a shout out to off the top of your head? And if she forgets anyone, no one judge her later. It's okay.
It's not really anyone in specific. It's just my relationship to God, and the walk that I've had with Him is so intrinsically connected to my creativity, as I believe that all of our creativity comes from our Creator, and we were made to be creative in so many different ways. We can create physically, we can create mentally, we can create hope, but we can also create pain.
It's true.
Just that journey that I've been on, and the growth, and just my life, just my life, you know, it's just been my inspiration.
It's beautiful. That's a beautiful share. And I agree. I think that we can both create beautiful things and very heavy things, but I love when people choose to create beautiful things, especially if they've had to walk a very up and down life throughout the years and all the experiences that the creator's given us. So you share a lot of your journey on social media. You have a lot of different reels and pictures of your process and different things. How can people find you and follow your journey, check out your art and all those fun things?
Let's see, on Facebook and Instagram, it's Rainbow Art Farms. And then we have a website, rainbowartfarms.com as well.
Beautiful. And people can buy your art there?
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Is there any major projects that you're really excited about you're working on right now? I know you're making some shifts. That's why I'm like, I want to know, what are you up to?
Yes. So the biggest one is I'm in the process of establishing a nonprofit.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully this year that'll happen and the wheels will start turning faster on that.
Okay.
My ultimate goal, my ultimate dream has always been to open up a community art center.
Oh, wow.
So I'm in that process and I have this space potentially, but I just have to
keep
go
going
forward with that. Yeah.
All
Which is
right.
really exciting. So yeah, just like more focus on, my ultimate goal and my ultimate purpose really. And you know, I'll still be making things and, you know, I can't ever stop making things.
It's a part of us. Once we start, we're not stopping.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just not going to be so focused on, I guess, the business side of things, and just kind of let that be what it's going to be.
I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good journey. I'd like to invite everyone watching to take a nice deep breath and visualize it happening, both for you and all of those that will benefit from such a beautiful project.
Yeah.
Well, all right. If there's nothing else that you feel itching to share, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for signing up with me. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.